Hey guys, welcome back to Sort of Sophisticated. Amanda and Pete here, as always, grinding away at the microphones. Amanda, can I make an announcement?
Yeah, always.
Okay, after 28 weeks, we have finally hit number one on the list of America's greatest podcasts.
What? You're so full of it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. If there's a thing called America's greatest podcast, I totally just made that up. But if there was, I bet we'd be number one. What do you think?
I thought you actually had a real list or something going on there.
I'm a level 3 liar. You know me. I never have any lists.
But that's an exaggeration. That's just like you made it up.
Okay, I'm a level 7 liar. We'll adjust. I'm doing the best I can here. I'm just trying to get traction. Okay, this is about traction, subscribers, calls to action, right? I mean, we want people listening to Sort of Sophisticated. We got to get smarter.
We do. I'm not going to lie. I did use a lot of what we used on the last episode about democracy very recently.
What?
So
Well, at least
came in handy.
Again, here we are, the two of us being sort of sophisticated together. I don't know if everybody else is listening.
You know what?
What?
I bet there are people.
All right, fine.
And they appreciate it a little
I'll stop being, what is the word I'm looking for when you're a self-deprecating? Yes, I'm self-deprecating here. All right, fine. Sorry.
All right. Well, what's our topic today?
You're going to like our topip today, I think.
am?
Actually, yes, because we're going to talk about something that's going to make us feel good about humanity.
Can we, though? I feel like a lot of people in this moment in time are having a moment with humanity.
Here we go, then. This is perfect for us.
Okay.
World Kindness Day.
Oh,
Yes,
it may be a top 5.
just like that. It just moved into your top 5.
I mean, kindness, let's go.
It's a real thing. It's coming up like next week. I think it's on November 13th to be exact.
So you're not level 7 lying right now?
I am not.
Okay.
I figured it was time to do something like fun, upbeat, like talk about something awesome, philanthropic even.
Oh.
And here we
look
are.
at you.
World Kindness Day.
So how do we celebrate World Kindness Day? Do you just be nice to everyone and hand out like
Yes.
$100 bills along the way? or
Wow,
what?
if you have a good, yes, I want to be your friend. Thank you for being kind to me. I'll take one. Yeah, that's it. You celebrate acts of kindness, foster positivity in the greater world, Amanda.
How do you do that in the greater world? Because like at the age of 38, it's the first time I've ever hearing about this day.
How is this the first time you're hearing about this if you are always kind to people? You live World Kindness Day every day.
Oh, that's very sweet. But I don't know if that's always true.
Oh my God. Well, thank God for this podcast because this is how people
It's
are going to
true.
hear about World Kindness Day.
All right.
All right.
But it's an actual thing
Yeah, totally. It's a total thing.
on
Like,
the calendar.
we're going to get into this.
Okay.
Yes, it's been around. It's not new, Amanda.
All right.
It's-
Let's
it's-
bring all these good vibes around. Let's go.
It ain't new. All right.
So how does kindness, though, tie into being cultured and curious?
Oh, because kindness is awesome, right? I
Well,
think
it
that's
is awesome, yes,
Let's
but
start with that.
cultured, curious?
Huh.
Hmm.
Well, I always have to like come up with this like on the fly, and I don't know if I'm good at it. Let's talk about our values,
Okay.
right? So I think when we think about like what we stand for, our humanness, and how small intentions make big difference, like
The butterfly effect.
Yes, every day. I think that is how it makes us more cultured because we're super self-absorbed. I guess I should talk for myself. I'm super self-absorbed. And I think if we get out of our box and sort of think more globally and think how to be kind, then we're going to be better people. We're going to certainly have better perspective and be way more cultured.
Now, the next best part
What's the next best part?
is our word of the day.
Oh, word of the day. Oh, you're even going to like word of the day today. Are you ready?
I am.
Our word of the day today is crapulous.
Crapulous?
Crapulous.
Like taking a big crap?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of crap?
Okay, that's not what it means, but that is when it came
No,
up.
you
I laughed
cannot.
out loud. It is
It has to
excellent.
mean something with crap.
No,
It's in the name.
crapulous means to be sick from excessive indulgences in liquor.
No, dude, that's just like being drunk or...
No, but like
Like-
drunk.
Yeah, but that's alcoholic intoxication.
Yes,
Or...
but way better, like throwing up drunk, like
No, that's when you're
crapulous is-
intoxicated.
like terribly. Yes, so we have to
You're
work in.
crapulous.
Yes, crapulous is like. Do you remember on my 50th birthday party when I decided to cut my entire head open because I was so shit-faced I fell into my mirror?
No, because you didn't invite us to that.
I was crapulous.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Pretty craptastic, though,
Yeah,
that you
it's totally,
didn't.
it's totally
invite us.
craptastic. Wait about 30 more minutes and I will be crapulous. So
Oh,
here
here we go. Okay. All right,
Let's go.
let's go. So what's the origin story?
The origin story of crapulous or the origin story of World Kindness Day?
Mm,
Because there's two very different origin stories here.
fair. World Kindness Day.
World Kindness Day. All right, let's go. Do you have crapulous locked and loaded? Are you ready?
I
figure
mean,
this
it's
out?
going to come out.
Okay, good. First of all, it's kind of new. So there's not like this huge history behind it. Like it's been around for a while, but not like 100 years or anything like that. It was invented. Can I even say invented? Are holidays or national days invented? It was like thought up. I don't know. It was manifested by a group called the World Kindness Movement.
So the movement started the day.
Yeah, because it was a big movement. Sometimes I have big movements.
Oh my God, you're so gross.
Yeah,
Stop it. Get back on topic.
Sometimes twice a day. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So anyway, the movement started with just like a handful of people way back in 1997. So what is that? 30 years ago?
Oh my gosh.
Basically deciding they're going to fix the world.
By being nice to each other?
Totally. What else would you expect, right?
No. Like that was the whole movement.
This is the whole movement.
We are a group of people and we're going to be nice to each other, not to others.
Yes. We're going to get there.
Okay.
Totally.
It just seems a little self-indulgent. That's all.
No, I don't think so. Oh, by the way, okay, fun fact. I'm already into fun facts. You could actually argue it all started, Amanda, because somebody got mugged.
Like mugged, like stole their wallet mugged?
Yes, like mugged. Yeah, check this. What?
Good.
Okay. So the president from Tokyo University at the time, Seiji Kaya, if I said that right, I probably butchered it. So he's minding his own business in the subway station, like way back in 1963. And some a-hole just mugs him out of nowhere, Amanda. Like, just ran up to him and just mugged him. That was it. So a couple months later, the small kindness movement was born, which one could argue was the precursor to the current World Kindness Movement and World Kindness Day.
I mean, I guess I like the idea that he was just fed up with all the bad people in Tokyo at the time, so they created this movement, but...
So actually, no, believe it or not, he wasn't even mad.
What?
So I read about this.
Okay.
So he wasn't pissed about the mugging. Okay, so like, I'm sure he was like sort of pissed about the mugging, but he was more pissed that everybody in the subway station didn't bother to try to intervene or help him out. Nobody came up to him afterward to see if he was okay. That's why he started the movement.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so the whole
Nobody helped him.
Yes, the whole idea of
this is
small
like-
kindness movement came from like him being pissed that nobody helped him.
But this is also a whole psychological thing, right? Of like
Totally.
when people won't interject themselves or step in when they see something that...
Groupthink.
Mm.
Totally. I'm with you completely.
So then how does this movement combat that?
The idea was it would create like this wave of kindness through Japanese society. And that was sort of the impetus behind it all. So one man started the whole thing. He didn't know it at the time, right? His was called Small Kindness Movement, which was different, but that was the precursor. That's how it
So
started.
how does it go from small kindness movement to World Kindness Day?
One small act of kindness.
Stop it.
Okay, it's fine.
Touche.
Okay, fine. So Seiji is just hanging out with other Japanese people, and he's got this movement cooking for like 30 years, and like more people just keep getting on board. And in 1997, Tokyo's hosting a conference on kindness, and this small kindness movement invites all these other movements from all over the world so they can all hang out and like brainstorm how to be excellent to each other and spread goodwill and stuff. So they're at a bar one night, probably drunk and crapulous.
Oh,
Thank you very
crapulous.
much.
There
I
you
nailed
go.
it.
You
Yes.
did.
And so they decide, hey, like we have all these different movements. Like, can't we just make like one big movement and we will call it the World Kindness Movement? And voila, just like that, the movement was born.
And then just point of clarification. So this all was still in Japan.
This was all in Japan, but it was a
The conference.
yes, it was a summit in Tokyo that they invited people from all around the world.
All around the world.
So they
Got
had
it.
these little like small kindness movements, maybe there were different names. I don't know at the time, right? And yeah, they decided to make one big one called World Kindness Movement.
So they filled out all the paperwork and all the stuff.
They did,
and
everything.
somehow made it official.
And
Like how does that work?
Yes, that's what happened.
You
they
have to
did.
file paperwork to
Yeah,
make it official.
with God. You
Oh.
it's kindness, so you file paperwork with God, and then
But how do you get all the countries to recognize it as a day?
it's very important. Not all the countries did.
Okay.
There's not. We have a fun fact.
Okay.
We have a fun fact later on about
All
how many
right.
countries are recognizing, and some countries are
Do
still.
we recognize it?
They're all Grinches. The United States of America recognizes World Kindness Day. Thank you very much. So, like, actually, in 2000 is when it became totally and completely official. Probably
Worldwide or in the U.S.?
because of all the paperwork you just talked about. I'm going to go U.S. I didn't look that up, but we're going to say
Okay.
U.S. since we're a U.S.-based podcast. How's that?
Okay. Fair.
Okay. And we're celebrating World Kindness Day, which is, of course, a subset of the World Kindness Movement on November 13th. Yay. Right around the corner.
All right. But wait.
What?
I've heard of National Random Acts of Kindness Day.
Whoa. You're throwing me for a loop here.
Yeah, that's like the one where you pay it forward, right? So you pay for the person behind you in the drive-through.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about.
But how does World Kindness Day then fit in with that?
Can't we just have 2 days where we're just kind? Really?
We can
We have to worry
absolutely
we
do,
have
but
to
I'm just
worry about how they
it,
fit?
it feels like they're this kind of same.
They're totally not the same thing.
Okay.
Because
Why?
you know what? I knew you were gonna ask me this question because being a kind-hearted person, the kind-hearted person that you are, I knew you knew all about kindness in general and Random Acts of Kindness Day. So, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Random Acts of Kindness Day is celebrated on February 17th each year. And you're absolutely right. The whole idea behind it is like spontaneous, like unplanned acts of kindness. Like the whole go in the Starbucks line and like, oh, I'm going to pay for that person behind me or whatever. Pay it
Yep.
forward or pay it backwards. Is it pay it backwards?
It's pay it forward, but
Pay it forward, but you pay it backwards. That's very interesting. Why do we say that? Okay. Anyway, whereas World Kindness Day is celebrated, of course, on November 13th and promotes the whole broader, more intentional effort to be kind. Like we're emphasizing kindness in general. In your life, imagine you did random little acts every single day, made it a habit for your whole life. Then you would have World Kindness Day. Like how you live your life. Make sense?
okay.
Like you're living your life like World Kindness Day. I'm barely trying to live my life with like National Random Act of Kindness Day.
So then
It's habitual.
It's a day for us to remember to perpetually show kindness.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a day for us to reflect on our ability to know how to be kind-hearted humans, not necessarily just do a small deed.
Gotcha. So National Random Acts of Kindness Day then is kind of like the gateway drug to world kindness.
Thank you.
Okay.
So well done.
Got it. Well, wait, one more question.
Talk to me.
What is National Philanthropy Day then?
Oh my God. I don't know. GTS. I didn't get that far. When is that one?
Oh, I don't know when it is, but I've heard of it.
Okay, well, get on it. Google that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll Google it.
While you're Googling, I'm going to keep going. So if we're going to celebrate World Kindness Day, people, we got to go big. You got to aim higher on the good old kindness food chain.
Like what? What's an example?
Like taking more time to be like intentional and like really plan shit out. Like volunteer a whole day at a shelter or visit sick kids at a hospital or help at your church. Like on the regular, like real shit. Like
All
big
right, hold
stuff.
on.
What?
So I found it. National Philanthropy Day is actually 2 days after World Kindness Day. So that's already confusing. And I feel like really packed into 1 week seems like overkill. But anyway, so November 15th, and it celebrates philanthropy's charitable contributions and the impact on communities through donations, volunteerism, and advocacy. It focuses on the large-scale charitable efforts versus personal kindness initiatives. So I guess there is a difference. Does that make sense?
I feel a little more sophisticated. Okay, wait, but before we keep going, because I know you're a philanthropist at heart, can you do me a favor?
Yep.
Can you give me a little bit of the science behind kindness?
I'm sorry, what? Science?
Yeah, like how does it help us? Like, why is it so important? I know there's a whole science component to kindness, and I have a feeling you already know like all of the good shit about like how it makes us feel better and healthier and all that stuff.
I guess you're talking about the psychology part of it then.
I'm talking about the friggin' physiology.
Oh.
I'm talking about the real stuff.
Okay. So not the psychology, but the physiology.
Yes.
Okay. Did you know it's a proven scientific fact that kindness is beneficial for our health and happiness?
You're gonna nerd out, right?
I am because
Yes.
it's all connected.
Go.
And
Tell
I do
me.
think physiology and psychology is connected. But anyways, so in the late 90s, a bunch of psychologists started studying this stuff, and it took them about 10 years or until maybe around like 2003, when a landmark study through the University of Michigan and the University of North Carolina proved
Wait a
that,
second. Can we trust studies from the University of Michigan in North Carolina?
yeah, they have a really great research department.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. All right, go for it. What did they prove?
Well, they proved that people who engage in kindness have lower stress levels. They have lower blood pressure and an overall improved better well-being. And then from there, it's kind of game on.
I like this.
Yeah, I think you probably need some more kindness in your life so we can lower your blood pressure and your stress levels.
Yes, totally. Oh, by the way, I am so crapulous right now. It's not even funny.
You're crazy. First, you have the impact that's on your brain, right? So when we do something kind, your brain will release a bunch of chemicals like dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, and that'll make us feel really happy, connected, and relaxed, right?
Who wouldn't want that feeling all day long, right?
Yeah, that's why we should all just be kind.
Okay.
Okay, but then you have the positive impact on stress and anxiety.
Oh, I'm gonna love positive impact on stress. Let's go.
You are, listen up. Okay. Kindness is known to reduce the level of cortisol, which is the hormone in your body that is responsible for stress. And studies show that people who frequently engage in acts of kindness experience less anxiety and are more resilient to stress. And catch this, even just witnessing acts of kindness from other people, it has been shown to reduce stress levels.
Wait a second. Seriously?
Yeah.
Just like
seeing it.
watching somebody?
Yeah. Just
That's wild.
seeing it and like taking it in. Your brain just, I don't know, releases everything.
Okay. That's interesting because I think I'm going to hell.
Well, I don't think you're going to hell.
Okay. Like when I see people being kind to one another, I immediately think there's like, they have an ulterior motive. Like they want something. I have a problem.
No,
Yeah,
it's a problem. I think it's because it's so
no, it's
not
that I'm
natural in our society.
no, I'm mirror. I must be mirroring.
What are you mirroring?
I don't know. That's my point. But like, you know how you mirror? Like everything's a mirror, right? So if I'm watching people be kind, then I'm like, oh, they must be up to something. Because if I'm being kind, then maybe I want something. So,
Or
oh my God,
there's a traumatic experience that you had
I
where
have
someone was kind
I
in
have
order to get
PTSD.
something from you.
I'm freaking out right now. Okay.
Well, I guess that kind of rolls into like the whole social connection thing.
What are you talking about now?
Well, kindness is known to foster stronger social connections and promote better mental health and physical health.
Wait a second. Are you trying to tell me, like, are you trying to help me right now or even make it worse?
Well, I think it's helpful to know,
Okay.
right, that even though you think that people are out to get something from you, it could just be trying to make a better social connection
No, I'm not
with
saying
them.
no.
So then you'll feel more connected.
You're not following me. I'm saying I think I must be trying to get something from them if I'm
So
being
you're
kind.
only nice?
I'm literally having a meltdown about this right now.
Well,
Holy crap.
maybe it's just a change in your outlook, your mental outlook.
I need a therapist. You're going to need to recommend me a therapist after
no.
this episode, please.
We do.
Okay.
For lots of reasons.
Continue.
But we'll start with kindness.
Okay. Good. That's fine. That's a good place to start.
Fair.
Okay.
Did you know kindness also helps anti-aging?
And what?
Yeah.
I hate you.
See? So you'll be mentally healthy and you will not look like you're 80.
I think you're crapulous now.
Oh my gosh. I'm not vomiting anywhere.
But I think crapulous, like in my defense, I feel like that's the wrong definition of the word.
I agree. This is why
Right.
at the very beginning I said that was not
All
true.
right, fine. Okay.
But yeah,
whatever.
we're not counting that one. But you
Okay,
already
well,
got it ahead, so it's fine. Yeah, and you're just being bilious. It's okay.
I'm being bilious?
Bilious.
You're throwing out bilious.
Yeah.
We're so, look at us. Whipping out words of the day everywhere.
Okay, back to it.
Yes,
Focus,
please.
focus.
There you go.
It's been scientifically proven that acts of kindness can actually slow the process of aging. So remember how being kind releases oxytocin? So high levels of that stimulate the release of nitric oxide.
Oh, of course it does. Right?
Yeah, do you know what it does? You should know what it does.
No, I do not.
Well, it dilates blood vessels, so it reduces blood pressure. So then you won't die and stuff.
Oh my God, I need this.
You do.
I need to be kind.
And other studies show that being kind reduces inflammation, which is also linked to aging and also linked to other chronic illnesses, heart disease, diabetes. So one way or another, you got to start being kind or you're going to be dead.
You just threw the gauntlet at me.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's like not just a mental way to look at it, right? To be kind as just a mental thing. It has physical.
So people don't need
yourself.
blood. So Western medicine sucks. We don't need blood pressure.
I'm not saying you wouldn't need it, but it would be interesting to.
Okay, so wait, so we don't even need like blood pressure medicine or anything?
Well, it's not that I'm saying we don't need medicine. I'm just saying it would be interesting to see if people lived more kindly, like from a genuine place of kindness, if our need for those types of things would go down.
I feel like you just topsy-turvy this whole episode. Like I prepared World Kindness Day and you were like preaching
No, but
it right
I
now.
think it's a great thing to talk about because kindness has so many positive attributes that we don't attribute to it.
No.
Another one, self-esteem.
What? There's more?
Yeah,
Okay.
It makes you feel good about yourself, right? And so it boosts your self-esteem and it gives us a sense of purpose. And I quote, people who engage in regular acts of kindness report higher levels of life satisfaction, happiness, and overall happiness. So like it or not, it does sound like helping other people makes a positive difference in our lives, which ultimately gives us long-term fulfillment. So it's not just in that moment either.
Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is number one, I'm going to hell.
You're not going to hell.
2, I'm going to hell in a hurry because I'm not doing anything to lengthen my life by being kind-hearted, and I'm going to die of high blood pressure poisoning. Is that a thing? High blood pressure poisoning? I think I might have it.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, I need to change my ways if I want to make any sort of lasting impact on my physical or mental health.
Maybe baby steps.
I'm
Not just like
screwed.
change your ways, but just try it here and there,
Yeah.
sprinkle it in.
Okay, but wait. Speaking of all this kindness crap, have you heard of Lady Gaga's Born This Way Foundation?
I have not, but it's an awesome song.
Okay, so right.
Does
So
that?
so there's the song. Yes. Okay. So she released that song in 2011, and of course, it was immediately awesome. Thank you very much. Go Lady Gaga. And then the following year in 2012, she started the Born This Way Foundation, like based on the song. And I'm bringing this up because one, I have ADD and I have to change the subject or else I'm going to lose interest. And two, I think it's a good way to explain World Kindness Day and the whole world kindness movement in general.
All right, I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
So like, as you just said, doctors and therapists and stuff have already run like thousands of studies proving like kindness is all linked to our well-being, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Lady Gaga and her mom, Cynthia Germanata,
Oh.
start doing research on all this. And if you remember, I don't know if you remember, Lady Gaga was sexually assaulted when she was 19 years old and
I
had
did
to live
not.
her whole life working through this like whole disgusting, terrible experience. And in 2012, they ended up starting the whole Born This Way Foundation sort of as a result.
So I love that she started something that's so good. I hate why she had to create it, but I mean, she's awesome for, I think, being forward thinking and like taking that trauma and making it into something good.
And totally, I love it. And the whole idea, of course, of this foundation is based on kindness. So it's a nonprofit about mental health and wellness and connecting our younger generation, like the Gen Zers, to strong support systems. Because the Gagas, can I, well, I guess a Gaga and a Germanata, I can't say Gagas, like, right? So the G squareds, right? They wanted to help create and live in a world where young people could feel accepted and safe.
And proud to be themselves too.
Totally. Good point. Thank you. And fun fact, I know Lady Gaga is like this big celebrity name behind it and everything, but her mom, Cynthia, wasn't going to let this whole thing turn into a celebrity fad. So she was the one who actually made sure the foundation was structured in a way that required real, actionable programs for mental health, like support.
That's awesome that she was all in.
Oh,
like,
totally.
Saw it through.
Yeah. Okay. And so one main initiative of Born This Way is called Channel Kindness.
I see where you're going here.
Right. So Channel Kindness is actually a digital platform that serves as sort of a safe space for Gen Zers to share their personal stories or like interviews or even articles in like some way, shape, or form to demonstrate acts of kindness and community building efforts. And I quote, Channel Kindness is a platform highlighting individuals and organizations making positive impacts and contributing to a kinder and braver world. End quote.
Yeah, but wait.
What?
They also help work on mental health training and resilience programs.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So then are they basically creating an all-around culture where kindness is just cool and not just a TikTok trend?
Yeah, exactly. So well put and so Gen Z of you. It also offers resources.
I'm not a Gen Zer.
Well, but you knew what they were talking about. Like, that's cool.
Dang.
They also offer resources and opportunities for people to find ways to engage in their own acts of kindness, which ultimately builds like a way more supportive and inclusive community. So they're badasses for sure. Okay, so wait a second. There's more to this. So in 2020, Channel Kindness goes and publishes its first book, because why wouldn't they? Called Channel Kindness, Stories of Kindness and Community. Super innovative title, Amanda. I know.
I mean, they're just cutting to the point.
They totally were. It basically took a bunch of those inspirational stories written by all those young people and jammed them together with personal notes of strength and awesomeness from Lady Gaga herself. And the whole idea behind the book was to show how kindness can transform lives and communities through the power of storytelling. So get the book.
I mean, it's a little weird if you think about it,
What's
right?
weird?
Like Lady Gaga isn't not exactly your conventional charity figurehead, which honestly might be why the whole thing works in the first place. And she is definitely living authentically, which in the world of kindness means her foundation is more about having a genuine impact and less about all the PR fluffy fluff, you know? But
She don't do any PR fluffy fluff.
how do we then get her to be seen more as a philanthropist than as just a big music star?
We support the Born This Way Foundation. There are so many ways.
I guess we just got to get the word out.
Oh, we do, totally. Right. I mean, let's start by Googling this and donating or
Being a part of the movement.
being part of the movement. Absolutely. Yeah. There's way more to Born This Way than just Channel Kindness. So
Oh, really?
yeah. No. They're doing more stuff. I'm gonna rattle off a few more here. So there's one called the Be There Certificate. And this one's a free online mental health course designed in collaboration with jack.org, another awesome platform, I may add. Google that one. And the whole idea behind the program is that it teaches people how to support someone struggling with mental health. Because who are we kidding? It's not like we all know what to do. I have no idea. I got my own issues.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, thanks. Since its inception, the Be There certificate has already expanded and is available in 3 different languages and has reached and helped over 25,000 young people worldwide. So before this episode, I went online, I looked this whole thing up. It's a totally amazing platform. It's super interactive, super easy to use. And the thing that's cool about it is the Be There certificate already existed. And the fact that Jack.org and this whole concept existed, and then she brought it together with Born This Way and they created the Be There certificate, like just makes it so much better because like she's using her name for all the right reasons.
Right. And I would assume by the name of the Be There certificate, it's for the people who show up for others.
Yes, that have
And
mental
so
health.
it's
Yes,
not just, let's talk about mental health and individualize it, but it's about showing up for people,
it's about showing up.
stepping
And
into that space.
it's how to show up for people.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Like whatever. Like I'm a mess right now, right? With everything that went on with Gabby. But like people don't know how to show up for me all the time. So isn't it awesome that there'd be a platform to like learn how to show up for someone like me?
Yeah.
Like, and then of course I'm just dealing with like grief and death, but like then there's folks that have other mental health issues and you're like, I don't know how to show up for them. Like, what do they need from me? That's the whole give back. Like they're
It is
teaching,
awesome.
it's like I don't want to say a
I mean,
training
it's a lot of
program, but
self-awareness.
it's totally awesome. Totally awesome. Okay, wait, so there's more. So then she teams up with another org called Timely Care.
Timely care.
Timely Care. So this one's all about improving mental health and well-being on college campuses. And it's already helped get mental health resources, Amanda, check this, to over 1.5 million college students nationwide in a year and a half.
How has she done so much? But
Right,
you don't
I-
hear this in like mainstream
I
media.
know I think it's because we're not like, I know
Maybe
like,
we're just disconnected.
I'm aging
from
out,
it.
right? Like I'm not trying to figure out what Lady Gaga's like. Shame on me. Like the whole idea of self-awareness and like perspective and like stepping into another person's shoes. I should do more. Like look up more of this stuff. This is totally amazing stuff. I mean, I got kids in college, for crying out loud. So the whole idea of this program is a virtual platform that makes counseling and mental health support accessible anytime, anywhere, drunk or sober. Just butt dial, and you're on with someone. Bam, that easy, just like that.
So basically, then Lady Gaga's foundation
And Timely Care.
and Timely Care
Yes.
is kind of like the go-to on-call helpline for students who need mental health resources. Because if so, that sounds like it's a total game changer on college campuses.
Check and check. Yes and yes.
That's awesome.
It's amazing and it's working. And again, Gaga using her name to be excellent. Okay. And finally, they also start something called Kindness in Community Fund.
There's a whole nother one?
Yes, there is. What do you want me to say? She's awesome. So Kindness in Community basically gets together with the Australian-born apparel company. I don't know if you've heard of them. I had not. Cotton On.
I love their product.
Okay.
So soft.
Okay. So Cotton On started the Cotton On Foundation.
Yeah.
And then they go ahead and partner with Kindness in Community. Thank you very much. Born This Way Foundation. And they provide mental health resources worldwide now, including some of the hardest to reach, most vulnerable youth in both the United Kingdom and Australia, because of course that's where they are starting from, right? Base camps. And then they're going to expand from there. So like, I hope you're getting the idea that the Born This Way Foundation isn't just like this Lady Gaga led charity. Like it is a full on friggin' movement. And again, shout out to Cynthia. I don't want to make this all about Lady Gaga. We're using Lady Gaga's name, but Cynthia, her mom, is amazing. Totally awesome. Totally committed to like destigmatizing mental health and spreading kindness worldwide, period. Mic drop. They're putting their money where their mouth is.
Well, I guess the next time that we hear at Born This Way on the radio, we're going to dance
Well,
out because we got to remember how awesome she is. All the good that she's doing.
I'm always dancing when I'm in the car anyway. So this just made
There
it
you
10 times
go.
better. Let's
There you
go.
And now you can blast it. And when you get out and someone's like, that's Lady Gaga, you'd be like, I know, but did you know?
But there's a story to tell here, people. Right? I brought all that up because like I think that's a good way to explain like World Kindness Day in a like, of course it's
what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean that's it because it's not just one small thing. She's making it real. So it's not about when it's convenient for you. It's about kindness as a way of life.
Right. But she's giving you the resources to be able to be kind.
And be intentional.
Yeah. So I know that we were talking about how it's like not about an act, right? But it's about how you live your life. But really, I mean, if you just got to start in one place, just start with that random acts of kindness day, right? Because you got to start somewhere.
Right.
And
Just
then-
steal ideas from Born This Way.
Yeah.
Whatever. Right.
Just
Anything.
try to implement one little thing of kindness that you can. And don't worry so much about the day's meaning,
Right. Because ultimately one will turn into 2, turn into 10, turn into like, that's the whole concept.
And I think you kind of get like on one of those like highs, right? Like your runner high when you're running and then you just keep doing it and then you feel so good, right? It's kind of the same thing. You just kind of keep living kindness. And
Okay, so how am I going to do this since I'm an asshole to begin with? Like, I think I have an idea. What if I just stop making a bunch of snarky comments? Does that count?
I think that's impossible.
Does it just count if I'm quiet? Am I kind if I'm just quiet? That's
I
really
don't
what I'm
know.
asking.
No.
That might be a start,
Okay.
or do I have to go like further than that?
Maybe instead of being snarky, you make a kind comment. So every time you want to use your snark, you can make a kind gesture.
That pendulum swing is way too far for.
Well, we got to go with the stop talking
Oh
and
my
then
Lord.
now implement.
Oh
Right?
my God. All right. You know we've been at this for like 30 minutes.
Yes, we have.
You know what that means, right?
It's time for fun facts.
Fun fact, fun fact. Hey, can we
So we all can smile.
yeah, wait, do fun facts make us smile?
I love fun
Well,
facts.
we've had some episodes where fun facts weren't fun facts. They were just like,
That's true.
remember Nagasaki and Hiroshima? They weren't fun facts.
That's true.
They was facts. Remember
That's
Indigenous People Day? Not good facts. Can we have a jingle for fun facts? Do you remember Blue's Clues? I don't know. You probably don't know Blue's Clues.
1-800-CARS for kids. No.
Blue's Clues was an, oh my God, what is that? You just decided to go with a random car jingle. Okay. Blue's Clues was a kids show that every time
I do know what Blue's
you
Clues
okay,
is.
you know
Yeah.
Blue's Clues. Okay, so when the mail
I
would
just
show up,
wanted you to explain them. Yes.
okay, like the mail is about, oh, it's mail time. Like, well, I don't know why I just did Pee Wee Herman from Pee Wee's Playhouse. Oh, boys and girls. My point of all this is there was a jingle before the mail showed up for
Yeah.
Blue's Clues.
Yes.
We should have a jingle for fun fact that we should start working in. So when we hear the jingle, we know it's fun fact time.
Okay, and what should this jingle sound
I have no
like?
idea. Figure it out. You're like the audio engineer.
Do you know who actually made jingles in
Who?
their career?
Who?
Drew Houston.
Let's go. I want a jingle. All you'll do is hit the button, audio engineer. It'll jingle and I'll know, oh, it's time for fun fact.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're doing from now on. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Also, we didn't TM anything. I usually TM something in every episode.
No, we have too many teams.
haven't
It's
even
going to
TM'd
cost
anything.
us too much money
Oh
at
my
this
God.
point.
All right, fine. Fun fact 1. We ready? So we talked all about World Kindness Day, obviously. But did you know it's actually celebrated? Ready? 28 countries on all 6 habitable continents. Some countries even organize, check this, kindness flash mobs. Seriously, where people like spread positivity through random acts. So they dance and then they just like go out after they are done dancing and just do random acts of kindness to everybody who's around them. Right?
I love it. I love it. They get people all hyped up and then they just go out into the
Right.
world.
Right.
I'm here
Totally.
for it.
Let's go. But they have to do that every day to make it a habit or else it's not World Kindness Day. Okay. Anyway, number 2, ready? In honor of World Kindness Day, some cities plant something called kindness gardens where people can write kind messages on rocks or plant flowers as symbols of goodwill. It's like a community art project meets like a good vibe garden. Super fun fact. I would go to the City of Hope with Gabby. There was a man there. He was one of the security guards there. And he started a kindness garden. No bullshit. It was a bunch of rocks and literally just picked one up one day, painted it and put it down there. And then as people would walk by, patients or folks, he would always try to put a smile on his face and say, hey, pick up a rock, take it home, paint it and bring it back and add it to my kindness garden. We were there for 3 years, Amanda. This went from 1 rock to 1,000 rocks in this garden.
That's incredible.
All because of the security guard who, mind you, made my wife's day every time she walked past
See,
him.
one person
One dude. It was amazing.
transforms your day.
He was like, it was a total and complete vocation. He loved his job. All he was doing was ushering people across the street. And he was doing it in the most excellent way
I would challenge
humanly
you.
possible.
I would challenge you. I don't know if he loved his job or if he loves people.
Solid point. Even better. What an attitude. Dude,
Absolutely.
attitude of gratitude. This guy was amazing. I don't know his name. Shout out to nameless dude at City of Hope. I love you. Okay.
If you're a kind person, you would have learned his name.
Thank you very much for that. You're
Just
absolutely
kidding.
right.
Go ahead, number 4.
I am, again, going to hell. I'm going, at this point, I think I'm going to like
Oh,
the 7th circle of hell.
I'm going to delete all that.
No, you can't. After the last podcast episode and then this one, do me a favor. When I die, please like pray for the repose of my soul, like desperately. I'm going to change my ways. Like right now, like when I leave here, I'm going to change my ways,
Okay.
but just
sounds
like
good.
still pray for
But also, I don't believe in purgatory. So,
What do you believe in? I'm going straight to heaven or hell?
well, why would you stay in purgatory?
Why do you think I'm going straight to heaven, Amanda? You know me.
Well, you die and you immediately meet Jesus.
Okay, because you're assuming I'm a good person.
No, you die and you immediately meet Jesus.
So you don't believe in hell?
No, I do. But I think
Do I see Jesus from far away when I'm in hell? Like, how does that go?
I think like you meet him, whether it's like at the pearly gates or if it's like, because what do you do in purgatory? How do you work your way to heaven?
Never let go. Jesus.
Nope. Okay.
All right, number 3. Did you know there's an actual symbol for kindness?
There is.
Yeah. So have you ever seen a heart with an infinity loop through it? So that is the global symbol of kindness. And it was, of course, created by the World Kindness Movement to represent the infinite potential for good deeds.
Huh. That's not what I thought that heart represented.
What does it represent?
I don't know. Like love forever, love you forever, forever love.
Like eternal love.
Oh yeah, like eternal love.
Like eternal
or
love?
that, yeah.
Oh, shit. I think kindness and eternal love have the same symbol.
Huh.
GTS that right
Okay.
now. Let me know.
Let's look it up.
I'm moving on to number 4. You look it up. I think we have a stolen symbol. All right. Number 4. In certain cities, people set up kindness walls where strangers can leave notes of encouragement, free supplies, or small gifts for anyone who needs them. It's like a free feel-good vending machine.
Like what kind of free stuff?
Like, I don't know. Like, I would guess like books or toys or clothes, maybe condoms. Like, I don't know, stuff like that. Right?
I mean, those are all good things.
Okay.
Sorry, I was distracted.
What?
The infinity sign in a heart means everlasting love.
Okay, everlasting love. But it's also the symbol of kindness. So did they like, are we going to get to the bottom of this? Did they steal it? Or is it just same?
I mean, maybe it's promoting love eternal.
I guess they're kind of the same thing.
I guess.
All right, we're going with kindness and love. They get to
Okay,
share.
okay.
They get to share the symbol. Number 5. Okay, so we already learned that scientific studies show that like practicing kindness releases oxytocin, endorphins, all those like mood boosters. But did you know that perpetually kind people like you, on average, have 25% less cortisol? That's the stress hormone, and actually age 2 times slower than the average population.
I'm never going to age.
You're never aging for different reasons.
Oh, yeah?
You're Asian. Asian never raisin. You
It's
know
true.
the drill, right?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So then I'm just going to look like I'm 12 for the rest of my life.
Pretty much, because you pretty much have the combo plate.
I mean,
You have
gotta
the
get
Asian
something else.
plate and you have the kindness plate. So you're like, yeah, you're pretty much
Yeah.
going to look 12 the rest of your life.
I mean, but I am also a woman, a driver, blind, and short, so I can't see over the steering
I don't know.
wheel,
I'd
so-
argue you're a lethal combo and
Okay,
you're
fair.
going to be around forever,
Okay, go.
right? What is that? What was that movie called?
I will live for eternal.
You will what?
I'll eternally live. Maybe that's why this is an infinity symbol. Because the more kindness you do, the longer you live.
That could be it. That's probably why they did it.
I don't
Good
know.
point. Okay. Oh my God. Let's get to the end of these fun facts. Did you know that kindness deepens friendships, especially friendships between podcast co-hosts?
Well, there you go. You have found the way.
I want you to know that I've spent the last 30 episodes getting to this point so I could have a deeper, kinder, stronger relationship with my podcast co-host, Amanda. Love you. That's all I got.
Well, I guess we can wrap up World Kindness Day because
Because I'm crapulous and it's time to wrap it up.
no, I think we just maybe have beaten the horse a few times. That's all.
I think you're right.
I'm just kidding. But before we close out, can you give us 3 or 4 things so we can make sure we got the most out of the episode? Or can we beat the horses another 1 or 2 times just so we, get it through our thick skulls on how to be kind?
If you don't remember anything, let's do this. First, check out Acts of Kindness. From good intentions to lasting impact on NPR's Life Kit podcast, people. Look at us promoting another podcast on our podcast. How kind are we?
So kind.
Right?
to our-
Okay, like the first episode's only 30 minutes long. Relax. It's going to be great. Totally easy to listen to. The whole series is only 5 episodes. They're totally worth it. If you're a more visual person, check out The Kindness Diaries on Netflix. It follows a guy who travels the world relying solely on the kindness of strangers. Crazy stuff. Super inspiring. Amanda, he's got no money. He literally just travels around the world relying on people. It's a whole project. The Kindness Diaries. Get on it, people. Okay. Second, how about like we take action by supporting local businesses, like with a mission for social impact that focus on kindness and inclusivity for once? There's a ton in our area. No excuses. I'm sure there's a ton everywhere, but let's get on it. Third, all right, back to this whole thing, right? Let's contribute to Born This Way. Or another great one is Random Acts of Kindness Foundation. Both provide a ton of resources to inspire kindness everywhere. So let's get on it. No excuses. Consider contributing, people. And finally, share these interesting and relevant details to seem sort of kind.
And
we say-
sophisticated?
Sort of sophisticated, sort of kind. All right. World Kindness Day was first introduced in 1998 by the World Kindness Movement, a coalition of kindness NGOs. The day's purpose is to promote kindness as a fundamental part of human interaction and societal growth, bridging divides and encouraging empathy in everyday lives. 2, World Kindness Day aims to challenge the everyday rush and our individualism by making us pause and reconsider how we interact with others. It's a call to celebrate kindness as a powerful tool to improve relationships and foster a culture of care. 3, although it's not a global holiday, World Kindness Day is growing in recognition around the world. From schools to workplaces, people and organizations are using the day to reinforce the importance of kindness, empathy, and community spirit. And finally, remember, kindness isn't about grand gestures. Even a small act, like a compliment or a helping hand, can create a ripple effect. It may seem like a small thing, but it can change someone's entire day or even their outlook on life.
Preach it. I think that's a nice way to end.
Beautiful.
All right, well, let's wrap up on World Kindness Day then. We hope you're feeling a little more inspired to spread a little more kindness, even if that means just offering up that slice of pizza to your buddy.
I would never.
I know.
I would never. See,
but that's why you got to try.
Again, I'm bringing us right back down that rabbit hole. If it's the last pepperoni pizza, I am not offering it to my friend.
Well,
I'm eating it.
I'm going to remind you to.
Okay.
Be like, Pete, give it up.
Fine. Because you're just a nice human.
Well, let's not forget there's also Lady Gaga. She's also a nice human.
She is.
And her Born This Way Foundation is out there every day pushing for a braver, kinder world. So maybe today's a good day to channel your inner little monster and do something kind.
I like what you did right there.
I know.
You went with every song. You see, you're good. You're a Lady Gaga fan, apparently. I like this. All right.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
But also, who knows, right? You might just start a ripple effect of kindness that'll keep going long after World Kindness Day has passed. We'd like to think we've shared just enough information to make you either a flaming nuisance or a little more sophisticated to your fellow humans. Sort of. Well, thanks for tuning in, and go be the reason someone believes in the goodness of humanity today. And if you enjoyed this episode and found it particularly interesting, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your peeps. Until next time, remember to be kind. But if you can't, at least just stay quiet like Pete.